When I first started running a year and a half ago, I thought that you would just buy some trainers from the local store, some that you thought looked cool, and go out for runs and train for marathons and half marathons, trail runs, whatever it is, and you'd be absolutely fine. But I quickly found out that that's not the case. After having some Nike shoes that I purchased cause some mild foot pain and not feel very comfortable in longer runs, I quickly realized that I would need to get myself some nice running shoes. So that's what I did. And fast forward to now, I've gone through a few pairs of shoes. Nothing crazy, not heaps, but I've definitely found some shoes that I like and some shoes that I don't like too. So welcome to another episode of my sit down chats. These are chats where I'll go into a little bit more depth into topics that I wouldn't be able to go into as much depth in on my normal vlogs that I make. And they'll also be uploaded to Spotify and Apple Music as podcasts if you wanted to just listen to them while you're on a run or at the gym or doing something else. So welcome back to episode 2. So what I recommend you do initially is get shoes fitted in a clinic. So go to a shoe clinic or a shop that they will have a look at your running form. They'll get you on a treadmill, analyze your form, and also feel your foot, size it up properly, and then recommend off their hopefully expert advice or their professional opinion what running shoes you should wear. That's what I recommend if you're going to get into running and also get a good pair of running shoes, because there's so many different types of running shoes out there that will be good for one person but not good for the next, and you need to try and find the best shoe that's going to fit your foot. So I highly recommend, to start off with, you go to a shoe clinic or a shoe shop and get a shoe fitted for yourself. And that's probably the best starting point if you're going to get your first pair of running shoes. My second point is that shoes don't matter as much as just getting started running. So I think myself, I like to research things a lot, and I think that once I had started running in the old pair of Nikes, I obviously quickly realized that the shoes weren't great for what I was doing, and I was getting a little bit of foot pain. But also, I don't know why, but I had in my head all these fancy shoes were going to make me a better runner. And then I purchased my first pair of fancy shoes from a shoe shop that was fitted, and I quickly realized that my pace was the same. I wasn't any faster or fitter, obviously. And the shoes, whilst they were more comfortable and they did fit my foot a lot better than my other shoes, the only really thing that was going to make me a faster and better runner was running and getting faster at running and getting fitter, not the shoes themselves. So shoes, whilst they do matter a lot, they're not going to make you a better runner. So don't stress too much about that. Just get some shoes that are right for you. So my everyday trainers at the moment are New Balance Supercomp Trainer version 3s, I believe. These shoes I got in August last year, I think, and they have a carbon plate in there. They are a max cushion shoe, and they're really good daily trainer. They're quite soft and they don't feel very fast, hence why I use them as my easy run shoe and my daily trainer. But I feel like I can run for a very long time with them. My feet don't get sore, and also they're very stable and comfortable as well. They're not my favorite shoe of all time, but the shoe that I had before this was Hoka Clifton 9s, and I do like these a lot better than the Hoka Clifton 9s as well. So these are my daily trainers. Awesome shoe. I highly recommend if you are trying to find a daily trainer and these shoes fit your foot. Say you've gone to a shoe shop and they're an option for you, I do recommend them. And that's what I've been doing my easy runs in. And so my speed shoes, or the shoes that I do my speed workouts in, are the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s. These are my favorite shoes currently. I would actually wear these on every run, but I think it is important to rotate through a few different shoes, especially if you're doing a lot of training. It just gives the foam a little bit of time to bounce back. At least that's what the guys at the shop or the clinic told me. So I do my speed workouts and some of my long runs that at my marathon pace or half marathon pace for my last training block for my first half marathon. These are what I do my speed workouts in. So they feel super snappy and fast, and they're also very comfortable too. They don't feel really hard like some other shoes with carbon plates in them, and I do feel like I said before, I could run my easy runs in them, but then also I feel like I can run fast paces in them too. You know, I'm not an expert. I've only been running for a year and a half, and so my fast paces aren't ridiculously fast. They're about 4:20 pace at the moment, so I feel like these shoes handle that absolutely fine. So yeah, that's what I do my speed workouts in. Amazing shoe, highly recommend. I love Saucony as a brand, and as a shoe, they're definitely my favorite, and I'll definitely be buying some more Sauconys in the future, just because I absolutely love these shoes. What shoe will I be running my marathon in? I'm most likely going to run them in the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s. So I'm going to wear these throughout my entire marathon prep, and my marathon's in June. So there'll be a lot of running, and I got them just over a year ago. So they're starting to wear on the bottom a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how many Ks I've done, but they are starting to wear a little bit. So I'm going to do my prep with these, and then a couple of weeks out from my marathon, I will purchase the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s, so the next model up from the newer model from these. Then I'll wear them in for a couple of weeks before the marathon. I believe from what I've seen online and the reviews I've seen, they fit pretty much the same. They're a very similar shoe. They've changed the nylon plate in them to be a little bit different and a little bit more stable, I believe. And they've also got a different sole on the bottom, so a slightly grippier sole. But otherwise, from what I can see, they feel pretty much the same. Something that I didn't say before, that these do have a nylon plate in them compared to the carbon plate in the other shoe. But in the New Balance shoe, the carbon plate in here, I believe, is more for stability. I do sometimes do strides in these shoes, and they feel okay, but they definitely don't feel as nice as the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s. These really hug my feet, and they feel quite light on the foot, and they don't feel big and chunky, which is what I like, and I think they're a really responsive shoe compared to these. Feel a little bit softer and bigger and not so responsive. That's just my opinion. Like I said, not an expert, and I'm just figuring this out as I go and sort of sharing that with you, so you can hopefully take something away from it and maybe apply that knowledge for when you're buying some shoes. That's my running shoe rotation at the moment. It's nothing crazy. It's actually only just 2 shoes. I definitely like to keep things simple in my head. I don't want to rotate through too many shoes. I have thought about getting some Asics Nova Blasts for my easy runs. So just quite a soft, easy run shoe, not really too fast. It is versatile. It can do different paces, so I think it'll be absolutely fine for my strides. And we get a discount through Des's work as well, so have thought about trying those, but we'll see. But those are my 2 that I'm rotating through. I might try add a 3rd one in there, but I like to keep things simple, and I don't want to overcomplicate it. Anyway, that's it for the sit down chat. A little bit shorter than normal. Thanks for watching. If you do like it, please like and subscribe. I think most of you that watch my channel aren't subscribed, so please make sure you do subscribe. That would help me a lot, and yeah, hopefully I can keep making better videos for you in the future. All right, enjoy your running.